Hello everyone, welcome to November 14th Option Trading Club Sunday webinar. In this webinar, we'll go over the overall market, S&P 500 and NASDAQ, and we'll check out the economic calendar for the week ahead and also the earnings for the week of November 15th. And at the end, we'll go over some of the names that are setting up for the week ahead. So let's go first of all over the overall market and let's see what do we have for the week. So SPY looks pretty interesting, around 467, 468. So after a push in October, at the end of October, above all-time high, which was around 455, we hit 470, and then last week we pulled back to 462. SPY held this 462 pretty well. It didn't even pull back to 455, previous all-time high, and then pulled back. It just held 9 EMA pretty well. If you check out hourly charts, SPY held 150 and 200. This is 150 and this is 200 SMA. It held this zone pretty well on hourly chart. It is around 467, 468 now. And at the break of this 468, we can see 470 again, and then new all-time high possibly. To the downside, I have this 463, 464 zone on watch. Again, a better entry to the downside, maybe around this below 463 for a move down till 462. And if we lose 462 on SPY, it has room to go down till 460, 458, and then maybe pull back to 455, which would be a potential strong support for SPY. To the downside, this 470 is a resistance that that SPY may or may not break. So have these levels on watch. SPY looks pretty interesting, holding very strong and still having a strong bullish trend, both on short term and if you check out weekly on kind of longer term as well. Q's kind of having the same price action, broke at the end of October, broke a 383 zone, which was previous all-time high, pushed all the way up till 400 and then got back to 387. On hourly chart, kind of have the same scenario, held 150 and 200 SMA like SPY, and it is around 395. So above this 395, 396 is on watch for Qs. It has room to get back to 400 and higher. To the downside, this if it loses 387.5, the next level would be 386, and then 382.3 would be a strong demand zone for Qs. Let's go over VIX. VIX is basically a volatility indicator, which kind of showcases the fear in the market. We had a spike on VIX. It went to 20 on Wednesday when SPY and Qs kind of pulled back to 9 EMA, and then it got back to 16 zone. So if VIX is still kind of looking below 1920 zone, and the overall market kind of confirms the overall market's bullish sentiment. That is for the overall market. Let's see what we have for the week ahead. Let's go over the economic events and earnings. So we are having kind of a slow week on the economic calendar perspective. We do have some retail sales. A lot of retail names are having earnings as well this week. We'll go over them. So this would be interesting to see. This report will be interesting on Tuesday. And then we have a lot of Fed speakers. A lot of people speak on the whole week, which is not really that interesting for traders, because these people may kind of say have some statements or talk about different economic statements and kind of cause the market to have some choppy price action or random pushes to the upside or downside depending on what they are saying. So have these have this on in your mind. That's basically these people may cause the market kind of choppy. It's not going to happen 100%, but historically this is what kind of happens usually when these people talk. So and yeah, on Thursday we have jobless claims as well, which we kind of which is basically a usual thing that we have. And these are basically the main economic events that we have. Let's go over the earnings and see what we have on the earnings side. So we have a lot of retail names, as I said, for this week. So I mean, on Monday we just have Lucid, which is a big name, and then the retails on Tuesday we have Walmart, Home Depot will be if you like to trade it, and then on Wednesday we have Target, Nvidia, Cisco, Baidu, and Bed and Bath Works, and Alibaba, AMAT, and Macy's. These are basically some big names that have earning for during this week. So it's good to have a lot of retail names on watch. One of the biggest one is basically Amazon. As I mentioned, we had basically retail sales on Tuesday, and then a lot of earnings, a lot of retail name earnings as well. So it's good to have these names on watch for a potential move. And one big name that I'm really looking forward to see how their earning will be is Nvidia, and also kind of I want to see Alibaba's earning as well. It had a tough time, Alibaba, during this week. It is kind of in a bearish. It has a bearish sentiment and going down. It went down pretty heavy. So I want to see these two names these two names earning for the week ahead. Okay, let's go over some of the names that I have on watch, and let's see what we should expect in all of these names. First of all, Amazon. So I really like Amazon's chart. I really like this hold around this 3450, 3460 zone, which was a previous resistance and where it couldn't break back in October. And in the last few days it had hard time breaking above this 3600 zone. So if you check out hourly chart, it is holding 150 and 200 on hourly chart very well. It held it on Friday, and above this 35.45 I have Amazon on watch for a potential move all the way up till 3600. And then if it breaks this 36.10, it has room to till 36.50 and 3700. Amazon looks really good, and again, because of all retail sales report and a lot of retail names earnings, this could be interesting. If you have some good news, Amazon can push higher. And also we are kind of getting close to holiday season, which would be good for Amazon, and a lot of people kind of anticipating a lot of great sales for Amazon. So have this name on watch. Next, Tesla. So Tesla basically sold off heavy last week after Elon's tweet that he will basically sell his shares, and he kind of did. And we had this huge move. Tesla went from 1170.75 to 10.10. So that was crazy move on Tesla. And in the last few days it was kind of consolidating here, kind of holding below 9 and 21 EMA on daily chart. And today Elon kind of tweeted, kind of had another tweet which is kind of crazy as well. Bernie Sanders had a tweet and he said, we must demand that the extremely wealthy pay their fair share. And Elon replied that I keep forgetting that you're still alive, and that is kind of crazy. And then he said, want me to sell more stocks, Bernie? Just say the word. So he kind of said basically he want to sell the shares. So we are expecting, I mean, hopefully if he sells some shares, we will see some great trading opportunities for us traders. So have these 10 20 level on watch on Tesla. If it breaks, we can see 1000, and then 987 was the major level that it held on November 10th, which was on Wednesday. So if it breaks these zones, next level would be 950, and then 900 as the major demand zone, which was previous all-time high. It was a resistance, broke it, hit to 1040 in a day. So this 900 level would be really important, and if it gets back to 900, we may see a bounce. So be sure that you remember 900 on Tesla. That is for Tesla. To the upside, again, we have to the upside, I really like it to see above 1080. It has room to push higher, but basically the overall sentiment on Tesla for now, I think, is bearish. Again, unless if it gets above 1080 and pushes, we may see some push to the upside if Elon doesn't sell the shares. So that's for Tesla. To the next, let's go to the next name, Nvidia. Nvidia, I'm not really thinking about trading it heavy until its earning, which is on November 17th. On Wednesday after I think after hour, yeah. And but after that it may have some great trading setups. For now it's holding very well above 280 290 zone. On hourly chart looks very good, creating this bull flag. So above this 310, it looks pretty good to the upside. Strong hold of 9 EMA on daily chart. So have Nvidia and watch for a potential upside move. Below this 287 is also on watch for a downside move. Netflix had a crazy run on Friday, pushed from 655 to 685, like $30 move, a lot more than its ATR. So it is on watch for me. It looks pretty good if it gets above this 690 692 zone, and it can easily get to 700 and higher. So ideally it would be really good to see some consolidation here and then and see some accumulation around 680 690 zone and then push higher, but still it looks very good if it pushes above 692. Next name, Shopify. So Shopify went like crazy on Friday. The price action even in 1 minute chart was really good, like very good price action. It kind of held it is basically respecting the trend line, the support and resistance lines that I had, and looks very good, and broke all-time high as well. So pretty crazy move on Shopify. Want to see a hold of 1650 on Shopify, and then above this 1676 is also on watch for a possible continuation. Next name is AMD. AMD had a strong earning and then ran like crazy. It went from 120 to 155, which is here, and then pulled. It had a healthy pullback to 140, and now it's setting up nice for another push higher. So above this 149 150 is on watch for a possible push to 155. The next name is Airbnb. It also had earning crazy results, pushed higher, broke 180 and went all the way up till 205. So, and had healthy pullback, held 190, 187 zone, and then pushed back up again. It kind of, on hourly chart, it kind of created this inverse edge, and above 211, 210 looks very good if it's break above 216, 217 zone. 214, so 214 zone, and then the next level would be 220, which is all-time high. It looks pretty strong. The volume is insane as well. So Airbnb looks really good, really prime above this 211, 212 zone. Facebook also looks good. The only concern on Facebook is that it is kind of exactly below 50 SMA. But the good thing is that if you check out our weekly chart on Facebook, on weekly chart it looks very good, held 50 SMA on weekly chart, very good. And at the break of this 347, it looks really good for an upside move, and it basically bounced back up possibly to this 370, 380 zone. So but if we see some rejection around this 342, 343, we may see another basically push down to this 327, 326 zone on Facebook. So we'll have this on watch. The volume on Friday was really good, so hopefully if it gets above 347, 348, trade it to the upside. The setup looks very good, A plus setup. Roblox, so another crazy earning for the last week, and then a strong push, pulled back to EMAs on daily chart and held this 93, 94, which was a previous resistance, and found support around this zone and pushed back up again around 107, 108. So really like Roblox around this zone. If it holds 105, 104 zone, it's kind of looks pretty good for an upside move above 110. So have these levels on watch, set alerts, and wait for a break of this zone that can cause another push to the upside on Roblox. Google also looks pretty good. The option contracts are not really easy to trade. The volume is not really that good, and it has widespread. But if you like to trade Google, it looks pretty good above this 2980. It has room to 3000 and 3015. So have this level on watch. This was a critical zone. At the break of this level, we may see another push on Google. Next name, Asana. Asana has been struggling to get above this 140, 144 zone, but found support around 120 very well. So it is kind of accumulating around this zone above 144, 145 zone. Asana can push higher, and the price action is not really that bad, and it has kind of great opening plays as well. So have it on watch. But I'm not interested in trading it unless if it gets above 143, 144, because it had a lot of choppy price action below 140. Dash is another name that had earning and then pushed above 227, 228. Kind of rejected around 250, so a consolidation here and a push above 256 would be interesting to watch on Dash. The price action was not really the best, but if you like to trade shares or kind of swing, it looks pretty good to the upside. If it kind of pulls back a little bit to 233 though. Skills, there was some news on Skills that it had a lot of insider accumulation. CEO bought shares, and if it gets above 14.5 would be interesting for a possible squeeze. So have it on watch, just set alerts on this name to see if the play will come to you. Coin is also looking pretty good, found support around 320. So if you check out hourly chart, it is kind of looking pretty interesting. If it let me see, if it kind of pulls back, if it pushes above 350 zone, it would be interesting to trade all the way up till 370. So I really like this pullback. If you check out weekly chart, it is not really looking A plus, but on daily chart it kind of looks good. If we consolidate a little bit more here and uh, break 100, break 350 zone, it still has room to get to 370. All-time high is kind of far from here, but above 370 would be interesting on coin. And UPSD also had earning, went back to 239, 240 zone. So have both levels on watch on UPSD, both above 271 to 72 and below 230 zone, 239 zone, and if you're conservative, wait for a break of 232. So these levels are on watch for UPSD. It had great price action when it was kind of squeezing back in September and October. So this could have some great plays, gap fill play from 272 all the way up till 306, and to the downside it has room till possibly till 200. So another name is Etsy. I just have this name. I don't really trade this name, but it had earning kind of similar price action to some other names that I mentioned, like Airbnb and Roblox. So above 272, 273, it has room all the way up to 283, and it can kind of squeeze more. These are all the names that I have on watch. So if you're interested in trading with us, DM us on Instagram, and we will send you the link to our Discord, and check out our Instagram as well. Hope you have a great night, everyone. See you tomorrow in the pre-market webinar.